I've been struggling for 50 minutes to recap the previous episode. I mean, not much happened, really. Except for some crazy stuff, but... before I get into the crazy stuff, 5 years have passed since Kirari has passed away. And we see Murakami and Maejima doing band stuff, apparently. With brand new members. And one of the new members apparently is Aki, the very same person who Kirari and two Yakuza people saved from a businessman in episode 27. I don't know if Maejima did anything really, I forget at least. Oh, and there were a couple of other members, but there wasn't said much about them, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, there was this well-rounded guy that he doesn't really interact very much. And there was just another guy that eventually apparently left the band because he wanted to pursue a better job and more money and wanted to have a normal, happy life. So, yeah. Oh, and speaking of leaving, there's a possibility that Aki... By the way, she's a vocalist. She might be leaving the group soon if she accepts a record deal that Murakami was talking about eventually in the episode. So we might see that in this episode, who knows? I don't know, getting into the crazy things, I guess. I don't know why we've seen her, but Karate appeared out of nowhere. Yes, everybody seen that Karate! And I don't know, was it because of Maejima's poor health? I mean, he did mention that some things are becoming wrong with him in regards to his health, so maybe he conjured it up with his mind. His Gladdy appeared out of nowhere, and Doug explained to us that she was apparently hiding from everybody, changed her name, had a really good job, and told us that we got into an accident when we tried to get to the hospital on that rainy day. But at some point I believed it until she went to the bathroom to take a bath, and she was singing her time there for too long, and Maejima went in there, and she wasn't there. And the place she was sitting on in our shitty apartment was supposed to be wet, but nothing's there. No wet poodle, nothing. So, maybe Maejima actually just made it up in his mind thanks to his poor health. I don't know. Anyway, there's a new guy in here. I think we're gonna be looking for a new drummer? We're looking for a new member. One has left, and now there's another one that's on the edge of leaving as well. Maybe. It depends if she Aki accepts the record deal company. Because she's a very great vocalist and stuff. Anyways, let's continue on. Please.
大村寿太郎です。よろしく。
Hello. Yoink. Murakami brings a drummer to the studio. He's tall. Oh, drummer. He's tall like a basketball player. Strange name. Is it your real name? Omura says yes and bends his body in half.
バイト先の同僚なんだ。彼結構なテクニシャンなんだぜ。ちょうど前のバンドが解散したところでね、それを無理やり引っ張ってきたんだ。
Murakami proudly introduces him. I'm not sure where his proud attitude is coming from. Is it because of Omura's technique? Or he's proud to show me he has a friend? You're tall. You're bigger than Murakami. We won't fit into the same monitor if we go on TV. I look up to Omura?
引いて取ればいいだろう。それよりな、この大村寿太郎くんは本当に逸材なんだ。小学生の時から親にドラムを仕込まれたって言うんだから殿やばりじゃないか。しかも彼が前にやってたバンドは渋谷あたりを中心に2年くらい活動している人気のあったバンドで、名前を聞いて驚くなよ。実は
まあとにかく音を合わせてみんとわからんわ。
Aki is drinking her mineral water and cuts in after she finishes drinking it.
いつもながら偉そうなやつだな。人の言葉くらい最後まで聞けよ。
Murakami frowns, but Aki does not care.
まあいい。大村君、ちょっと腕を見せてやってくれないか。
Murakami turns to Omura.
うっす。
He nods and faces the drum set. He closes his eyes and inhales deep and stops for a few seconds. Looks like a martial artist before the fight, doesn't he? I make fun of him?
ヘラ、茶化さんといて。
Yeah, before you get punched. I mean, you're asking to be punched, honestly, with some of the stuff you're saying. Aki sounds serious. He opens his eyes as he flashes his drumsticks to play his drum solo.
まあまあやな。
Aki snorts after Murakun finishes play. She's so hard on people she doesn't know about. She's hard on people she knows as well, though. Wow, impressive. You're good. You surprised me. I feel bad for Murakun. But this is not just lip service, he is really good. So I think somebody needs to see that.
おっす。鹿之助さんにそう言ってもらえたら光栄っす。
Yoink. Omura bows.
彼、前島のファンなんだ。
Ah,
なるほど。
that's
やっぱ
with
り
his
そ
little
うか。
blush.
ヘラのファンって大体どっかおかしいからの。
That's because she looks great as a crossdresser. Aki understands herself. What do you mean by that?
それに名前も寿太郎とか鹿之助とかなんや現代人離れしてて似とるし。まあそれはええけども、このバンドではうちの方が先輩なんやから敬ってもらわんと困るで。ヘラも村上も甘すぎるけどうちはちゃうからな。初めっから甘やかして後でつけ上がられても困るし。
You sound just like a typical mean sister, Yoink. I laugh, but Aki glares at me.
ああ、こんなバンドなんだけど大丈夫かな。やる気なくならないかい。
Murakami asks Omura, boring about what he's going to say.
いや、自分ハピマニの一員になれるなら願ってもないっす。
Hey. He just says it plainly. What a man he is. But Aki is bad. How can you be mean to a newcomer like that? That's a typical woman. I bet they don't like you at work, do they? And make fun of her?
何言うてんの。うちはいっつも素直やからみんなに超愛されてる。ヘラみたいな表面だけヘラヘラしとって内心何考えとるかわからんやつの方がずーっとキモ。
Aki frowns. Ouch. I know she's going to say that already. I see. Then you are going to start to talk back at her.
お前らやめとけ。
Murakami stops us.
いっつも不毛な口喧嘩ばっかりしてよく飽きないな。それよりも岡地はどうだ。彼の加入に意見はないか。
Murakami asks Okaji, shaking his keyboard thoroughly in the corner of the studio. Okaji nods slightly as Murakami asks him and goes back to whatever he's been doing. He's looking at his fingertips on the keyboard, not even looking back at us. I suppose he doesn't care what kind of person comes in the band at all.
よし、じゃあ決まりだな。反対もないようだし、君は今日から晴れてハッピーサイクルマニアの一員だ。頑張ってくれたまえ。
Murakami puts his hand on his shoulder. It looks like some historic moment to see those two giants talking to each other in front of us. So we start practicing for the next gig right away with our new member, Jutaro Omura. We don't have much time left. Omura-kun just shows us his cool solo and he plays steady with the band too. I'm sure we can have a satisfying show like other times. I'm really glad you came. But I'm not good today. I'm making too many mistakes. My fingers are not moving. It's so bad even Aki sounds worried. I have no idea why. I'm playing as usual, but completely different sound comes out. Are you? Maybe you're still affected from what happened the other night. I mean, what makes sense, honestly. So, accept the music, make a mistake again.
おい、どうしたんだ？ちょっと変だぞ。
Murakami is worried? I don't know. Maybe I caught a cold? I reach out to get my drink and I see a white light in front of me. Hira! I hear Aki calling me in distance. Don't worry. I meant to say it, but I hear a clanging noise and my consciousness is leaving my body. I hope I'm not hurting the equipment. I wake up to see myself on the bed wearing hospital gown. I see IV infusion connected to my arm. I wonder who changed me into hospital gown when I got here. I feel embarrassed. I remember something like this happened to me before. I was playing tennis at that time. Did I do that again? I'm not growing up a doll. I feel really bad for myself. The doctor says I have fatigue and suffering slightly from malnutrition. I tell him how I live my life every day as he asks. The doctor says I need to change the basis of my life and he says I need to rest. I explain to the doctor I have a part-time job in my band. I can't take time off.
体を壊してまでやらないといけないようなバンドなのかね。若いから夢もあるのかもしれないが、一人で生きてるわけじゃない。周りの人間のためにも体は大事にしなくちゃいけない。
I'm all alone after Doctor leaves. The hospital is so white. Doctors and nurses wear white coats and uniforms. The patients wear a hospital gown, and this is white too. And everything is so white, it seems inhuman-like and makes me think of a future jail. Not a good impression. But how can I do such a stupid thing? I don't think I was pushing that hard, but I need to think about it since I fell down like that. Dad says he notified my parents, so they must be worried. My bandmates must have been shocked as well. My feelings are becoming something I can't trust anymore. Maybe I should calculate calories when I eat now. I'm staring at the IV infusion, dripping in the bag since I thought about everything I needed to and don't have anything else to do. Then I remember some junkie telling me something.
葉っぱをやると、ただじっとろうそくの火を見つめてるだけでも楽しいんで。
Wow, words of wisdom. That's what he says. I'm sure he can enjoy the IV dripping, but I'm just bored since I don't do anything like that. My family is coming to get me soon, and even that sounds like fun. But I feel sorry for making them come get me. I suppose I have to go home with them and rest when they come get me. I don't feel it's necessary, but I feel guilty doing whatever I want to do and living the way I do. I decided I should follow whatever they say since something like this happened. The visitation time starts after lunchtime and my bandmates come to see me before my parents come to pick me up. I walk out to the hallway to talk to them, since I don't want to bar our patients in the same room.
なんだ、思ったより元気そうじゃないか。
Yoink. How rude, I'm feeling quite bad. Be nice to me.
何を偉そうに。おかげでスタジオ代が無駄や。
Aki complains as usual. They bring different things for me, and Murakami hands me a small bottle of brandy.
退屈だろ。隠し持ってこっそり飲めよ。
How did you know? That's so like Murakami. He's forgetting that I don't drink alcohol lately. This is just like Murakami as well.
ほら、食べ物や。
Aki hands me a plastic bag of fruits. She says she bought it with Okaji and Amara-kun. These two were standing in the bag without a word. Akaji's like that, and Amara-kun seems to be nervous.
せやから言うたやろ、最近顔色悪いって。しっかり睡眠と栄養とらんからこんなことになるんやで。自己管理がなってないんや。少しは懲りた？
Yeah, I did. The hospital is so boring. I just have to laugh today. I told them my parents are coming to pick me up now. I don't think I can be back right away. I might have to quit playing for a while.
次のライブまでには帰ってくるんやろ。実家言うても都内やし、大して遠くないしな。
I'm planning on it, but I may not be able to practice next week.
それくらいええよ。実家で美味しいもんたくさん食べて、ゆっくり寝たらええ。
Okay, you sound so nice today. Are you okay?
そないなことないけど。
Aki stops talking and Murakami continues.
お前が倒れた時の秋の当てっぷりったらなかったぜ。救急車呼んでってうるさく何度も言ってたんだ。
Ah, that's so awfully nice of her.
そんなわけないやろ。
I see. Thanks. I thank her and Aki waves her hand in embarrassment.
うるさい。
She gets mad. What a baby. Yoink.
でもまあ、秋の言う通りだ。俺たちは資本は自分の体くらいしかないんだから、しっかり食って丈夫にならないとな。健康でさえいれば、人生は8割方幸福だ。
Murakami seems to be healthier than rest of us, but he sounds persuasive.
本当そうっすよ。
Yoink. Amara-kun starts talking.
前島さん、早く体直してください。俺、一緒にハードなプレイしたいっす。
I hope nobody misunderstands us, but I do feel him. I'm shocked to see you so nice. I thought you'd cuss me out. I tell them honestly.
お前、俺らのことどういう人間だと思ってたんだ。さすがに倒れた人間を踏みつけるようなことはしない。
Thanks. Murakami frowns. I wonder if he do step on a person if the person gets up, but I keep it to myself. My mom and sister come to pick me up after bandmates leave the room. My mom apologizes for not being able to come sooner, but she makes me feel sorry. I'm sorry to do this again. My matter looks complicated. They drive here to pick me up. My sister Yuka is the driver. I don't know when she got the driver's license, but she's driving well. She says she drove that to a train station every day to practice driving. I respect him for being brave like that.
ダメだよ、ちゃんと食べなきゃ。
Yuka is upset that she drives. She's going to a university right now, but I've never went to one. So when I think about a college student, it feels like she's older than me. It's strange to feel like that to my sister. Fine. I'm looking out the window as I answer her. That city I'm so used to looks like a completely different city when I look from the window. I feel sad to see that city change on me like that and I leave that city. Kira. My room looks like a storage when I come home. I think they did use it as a storage room. I don't recognize a lot of things in my room, but looking at the stuff in my room, I imagined Yuka gave up on cleaning her room and just threw everything into my room. It's all her stuff. I want to complain to Yuka, but she left the house as soon as we came back. My mother says she'll take care of it, but I can't let her do that. It's just suffering from malnutrition and I'm not really sick. I can do it myself. Good exercise increases appetite too. Then Mom goes out for shopping, telling me to take a break when I feel tired. I put all of the stuff away in an outside garage neatly. Her old uniform is lying around and thought if I can sell this to somebody. It is a bigger job than I thought it would be. I finally finish after dark. Then Yuka comes back.
休んでないとダメじゃない。
She doesn't realize why I had to do this. My mother bought an eel at the supermarket and cooked an eel bowl. An eel reminds me of my school days a little, but I pushed that thought out of my head and I shoved it down my throat. My dad is at home. He's going out on dinner with his client.
とか言って、不倫でもしてるんじゃないの？最近怪しいわよ。
Yuka makes fun of mom, but she doesn't listen to her. He needs to go out with a client even after he gets off work. What a hard job a businessman has. Since I started living alone, I respect my dad more than ever. I did respect him all along, but now I can see it out of experience. I'm doing my best to take care of myself and play gigs here and there, and that's it. But my dad buys a house with loans and supports his wife and children. He works hard like an ant and he goes out to play golf and dinner even on the weekends. He's been doing this for more than 20 years. I can't believe that. I think it's okay to cheat since he's been working so hard. Maybe taking a break like that is mandatory to work like that. I'll let out a little bit about how I feel about it and you gotta text me back hard.
そんなのは言語道断。不倫なんか息抜きって認められないわ。結婚や家族に対する背任行為よ。
Yuka insists. You're so serious?
お兄ちゃんがモラルがないのよ。あのね、浮気はどんな場合だって正当な離婚の理由になりうるんだから、裁判したって問答無用で負けよ。長い間真面目に働いてたからとか、そんな理屈通用しないわ。
You're right, but don't you feel Dad is doing something respectable?
そりゃ育ててくれた感謝はしてるけどね。でも長い間真面目にってそれは当たり前のことなのよ。誰だってみんな我慢しながら真面目に働いてるんだからね。そんなの不倫をする理由になんかならない。絶対ダメよ。
Just because everybody does it doesn't mean it's common. That's not respecting people who are working seriously.
そんなつもりはないよ。ただ不倫はダメって言ってるだけ。
Really?
そうよ。
That a person who says things like that usually falls in love with some married man and says love is justice. Then they travel to Kyoto in winter and drink sake watching the waterfall of Kiyomizu-dera in the afternoon. And they park the car in the mountains and kill themselves inhaling the exhaust gas.
そんなわけないでしょ。なんでそんな具体的な妄想すんのよ。
Ghost Kirari, blame her. I just see it looking at your face. Maybe I am a man of foresight. Yuka picks up Bakuman with her chopsticks and throws it at me. I'm completely misunderstanding her to think she grew up.
あのさ、お兄ちゃんはバンドなんかやって貧乏なアウトロー暮らしをしているから普通のサラリーマンがそんなに偉大に見えるのよ。
Who are you to say that, given how you act yourself, you idiots? Yuka is serious. Do you think so? It's a lot of work to get up early every morning to get to the canteen and go to work in general. Yeah, it's amazing that they get married too. You have to be confident in your future to actually want to share a life with someone. Life is full of worries.
その発想がすでに一般常識とかけ離れてるんだってば。もう完全に社会の枠組みから外れちゃってるのね。私も悪かったわ。いい年して平気でそんな格好してる時点で常識についてまともな話なんかできないに決まってる。
Yuka thanks. Not really. Not everybody is keeping the common sense as you think they are. I'm one of the good ones. I'm not late for my work. Nobody comes on time around me.
まったく、どういう世間に住んでるのよ。
He's perfect and everyone's shit. Yuka shakes her head.
お兄ちゃんもこうして体壊しちゃったことだし、 これを機会に普通の就職とかも考えてみれば？別にそういうのが嫌いってわけでもないんでしょ？まっとうな生活に戻りなさいよ。
Sounds like I'm not living normally right now. You aren't, honestly. No.
全然まっとうじゃないよ。自覚がないのがより一層深刻ね。
I know that to some extent.
じゃあ自分でも分かってるんでしょ？私の言う意味。
I can't see anything. I think I'm living somewhere not normal, or maybe it just has lots of abnormal people in it.
あなたが大学行きたいって言うなら、私たちにも貯金の用意はあるわよ。もともとそのつもりだったんだから。
Namkasen? I just don't know what to say to these specific and realistic suggestions. I'm so used to having abstract conversation.
いいわね、そうしなよ。どうしてもバンドやりたいなら大学行きながらだっていくらでもできるし。
I can't go back to being a student.
そう言うけどさ、私は詳しくないからお兄ちゃんのバンドに見込みがあるのかないのか知らないけど、客観的に言わせてもらえばこのままじゃお先真っ暗だよ。
You think so?
そうよ、ロックミュージシャンってそういうの好きだけど、お兄ちゃんには滅びの美学とか似合わないと思う。ああいうのはハンサムな人にしか似合わないよ。お兄ちゃんそんなにかっこよくないし。庶民はね、長生きしてなんぼなんだからさ。
You don't have to put me down like that.
はっきり言わないと分かってくれないじゃん。とにかくね、進学はともかくとしても何かちゃんとしたことを考えないとダメなのよ。
I see. Now I feel I've been living as an outlier if you put it like that.
気づいてくれてよかったわ。全然自覚ないから分かってくれなかったらどうしようかと思った。そうよお兄ちゃん、完全に社会からドロップアウトしてるんだから、まずそこから分かってくれなくちゃ。
Yuka sounds happy. I'm not happy at all. Then mom starts talking to me.
でもね、優子はこんな口の利き方してるけど、本当はそうでもないのよ。
Oh, the fuck do you mean I don't mean it? Of course I do! Really?
ええ、いつもバンドの雑誌だとかテレビをよく見てて、あなたの話題が出てると楽しそうに報告してくるんだから。
Ah, I see.
お母さんは余計なこと言わないで。
あら、ごめんなさい。
Mom smiles bitterly.
でも優子だってやりたいことをやってくれて構わないと思っているはずなのよ。だけどこんな風に体を壊したりするとやっぱり心配しちゃうでしょ。
I know it's bad. I'm sorry for making you worried about me.
別に迷惑ってわけじゃないけれど、でも
Yuka-kaisen?
まったく迷惑よ。
Yuka is upset.
しっかりしてもらわなきゃ。長男なんだからさ。
So this is how my life at home started. I've been playing gigs and working part-time since I started living alone. I don't have anything to do when I don't have either of them. I don't read magazines or comics. I don't play games or surf on the internet. It's not fun to listen to music as much as it used to. People live in order if they don't have anything to do. I wake up with bird chirping and sunrise. I read newspapers under the morning sun by the front door and I walk the dog. When the white rays of light turn to yellow, I come home sweaty and breakfast is ready. I eat it after I take a shower. Then I clean my room. I never cleaned my room with a duster when I lived alone. I used to clean often, so I realize how my life has been rough. After that, I clean the shower and the restroom. Sometimes I help my mom. I even go shopping with her to help her carry groceries. In return, I get to choose a dish. I watch reruns of old dramas and lay around until evening news starts. I have a chat with Yuka when she comes home, and I'm sleeping right after I finish eating dinner. I go to sleep before a fun TV program starts at night. I live just like a retired old man. I started thinking about different things lately. I forgot about doing that for the past few years. I start thinking about quitting the band. I realize I'm not going anywhere playing in the band. I knew that before anyone had to tell me. I used to not care, but I feel differently now that I am back at home. I remember I have a family at last. I've been in a dump without realizing. This is not the first time. I've gone through this when I quit playing tennis. My family's not giving up on me and still has hope like when I used to be a normal person. I think I should live a little bit more seriously. It's my responsibility. I need to quit playing in the band. It should have been easy to decide on that usually. Aki has a way to sign the contract individually, and Murakami seems to have enough. There's no problem. But I'm not able to decide easily for some reason. Is it because I'm still attached to the band? What kind of reasons do I have to feel attached? I remember it was much easier to decide when I quit tennis.
なんだかんだ言ってロックに取りつかれてるんだよ。
Hey, Jenny. Jenny visits me at my house and says jokingly, "The only way I've seen her like this is they're the dead raps versus DGB. Kinda weird seeing her like this in here, honestly." Jenny seems grown. Jenny visits me at my house and says jokingly, Jenny seems grown up compared to the last time I've seen her. Her hair, clothes, and the way she talks are more settled than before.
事情はいろいろあるのかもしれないけど、まだやりたいって気持ちがあるのなら、やってみた方がいいと思うよ。私の意見としてはね。
If I've been possessed, then it would be something else than rock and roll. But I'm not saying that. Do I still want to do that? So I ask myself.
そうでしょ？というか、何言ってるのよ。自分でそれくらいわかんないとダメだよ。
I'm not really sure. Jenny thinks for a second.
鹿之助はまだ続いてるんだろうね。まだ真っ只中にいるからよく見えてないのかな。
Right in the middle of what?
青春時代？
What does that mean? Appropriate to spring. Oh. What are you talking about?
就職もしないでそんなことしてて、青春じゃないとは言わせないよ。だいたい鹿之助は小さい頃と何も変わってないからね。いつかこの時代が終わったら、その時全部はっきりするんだと思うよ。今はただ必死で生きればいいじゃん。体にだけ気をつけてさ。
You sound like an old person.
実感こもってるでしょ。
You admitted that, but I still don't understand. Is it like that?
そういうものだよ、鹿之助くん。君は今ドラマの中にいるんだ。今の君に必要なのは正しい合理的な結論を得ることではなくて、全力で泣いたり笑ったりすることなのだよ。
Who are you?
でも羨ましいな。
About what?
私にとってはもうあの時代は終わっちゃった。思い出すと懐かしくはなるけど、でももう完全に思い出だね。
I'll see it again. You sound like an old person.
でも似たようなものよ。 今はもうあの頃と違う目的とか生活があるし。だけど鹿之助の中では昔のものも全部色褪せないまま生きてる感じがするんだよね。
Does that mean I'm not growing up at all?
何でも悪く取らないの。とにかくね、私だけ年取っちゃったみたいで複雑な気持ちだよ。最近は体重もすぐ増えるようになっちゃって。ね、聞いてよ。この間ケーキバイキング行ったらね。
I don't care about your weight problems now.
だって気にしてるのよ。
Yoink. Who cares? But if I'm still in the middle of it now, like you said, when is it going to end? I can't stand it.
鹿之助の場合は終わらないかもしれないな。何事にも区切りをつけるとか割り切るとか苦手だしね。
That's no good. She only laughs and changes the topic.
それはでも鹿之助のいいところだと思うよ。
What?
私のこともずっと新鮮なまま忘れないでね。
No, you make me tired. I gave her a better look and she only laughs. I almost told her about the time I saw karate, but I decided not to do that. I'm sure she will complain about me dragging it still. Oh, you were once always bringing it up. I mean, it makes sense. It's hard. It would be really hard to instantly like forget that person you love that passed away. She only worries about my health condition so much, and she goes home. She's a nice person. Wait, you said you're not. You're not seeing it as an illusion or anything. It's just So could there be a hope? That she's actually alive? Maybe. It's been a while since I started thinking about the future. Murakami calls me trying to find out what I've been doing. I can lie about it, but I tell him I'm thinking about quitting the band.
そうか。
Murakami nods.
ロックは往々にして家族の幸福とは相入れないものだからな。
He sighs. It's nothing like that, but I fallen once when I played tennis, so I thought it's about time.
いやいや、その悩みはエンターテインメントに関わる全ての人間に共通する普遍的な悩みだぞ。芸術家としての波乱の人生を取るか、家庭の平和に貢献するために安定の人生を選ぶか。昔から芸のためなら妻さえも泣かすということわざがあってな。
There should be a continuation. Well, actually, it depends. If it does something really bad, maybe it's not actually okay. That's not a saying.
まあ冗談はそれくらいにして、他にやることができたのなら、お前にとってのこのバンドの役目は終わったんだろう。あの時、お前は本当に今にも死にそうだったからな。
It's my first time to hear that. 5 years ago, it was right after Kirari passed away. Murakami asked me to be in his band, and that's how it all started. After graduation, I stared at the ceiling all day laying on the bed, not going to university or doing anything. The plan about making a band with Kirari dissolved naturally after the fire. I suppose the plan was gone altogether, but Murakami thought differently. One day, Murakami came over to my house as he flunked the exam just like me and said we should do a band together. This is not good to lie around like this. Let's do something. I agreed lightly, not thinking twice about it. I made Murakami surprised for saying yes to his proposal, but I can't believe it's been 5 years since then. Murakami gets bored quickly, so I bet he'll quit soon. I wonder how we both survived 5 years. Maybe a simple band without karate or toneya. We can't get enough audience, we have to pay for the pre-sale tickets at first. We are paying a lot for it out of our pockets. Our members get sick and tired of it and left the band. We moved out of parents' houses feeling guilty and our lives were extremely poor. Yeah, about time I got an explanation. There is nothing good about doing the shows. I don't know about the other bands, but we weren't popular at all. There is nobody who gets happy to see us play in bands. I'm sure people at the theaters don't want to have us play there since we don't have crowds. We aren't successful now either, but it was really awful when we started. But we kept playing. We started from a non-productive level and it's been 5 years since.
やるべきことが見つかったならそれをやればいい。バンドのことは気にするな。ロックンローラーは自由に生きなくちゃ。俺は応援するぞ。
Murakami hangs up the phone. I don't know if there's something I need to do. I can still play in a band living like this too. But I have a family. I forgot about it when I lived alone. But they worry about me and I feel bad if I end up on the street like this. I always make them worry. I should let them settle down soon. 5 years is a long time when I think calmly. It doesn't matter if I keep playing in the band or get a real job. But if someone becomes happy to see me get a job, then I think I should choose that. I'm sure it'd look normal if I changed my hairstyle back and wore a suit, got in a crowded morning train. It's an important track to my family. I should quit, I guess. I didn't think Murakami would support my career change like that. Career change. Did it look that bad then? I used to think I was acting normal. I hear my cell phone ring. I know who it was the most drunk, and it's from Maki. I'm sure Murakami told her what I said. Uh-oh. I answer the phone.
バンド辞めるってほんまやの？
She doesn't even say hi and asks me. I say it's not for sure, but I'm not feeling bad about thinking in that direction, sounding like an old politician, and she becomes upset.
わからん。とにかく今から会って話しよう。
It was a scene now, but Aki hangs up before that. She just doesn't listen to anybody. I get text messages saying she's at the station in about 30 minutes. I'm stressed out, but I get on the bike to get her. I guess standing there wearing tiny clothes, showing a lot of skin. She doesn't like to get burned, so I think she should wear something modest. She'll say she doesn't want to go outside and doesn't want to meet anyone being burned like that. She did the same thing last year too. She finds me. She turns to me and starts talking without saying hi.
ねえ、ヘラってさ、ここに子供の時から住んでたの？
Excuse me? I guess you're curious, but her eyes sparkles with the town she's never been in. Oh, I tell her yes.
なんかふるさとって言うても豊かな山川があるわけやないんよね。こんなコンクリートの街で育って東京人って結構寂しいんかもわからんな。
I guess. She sings. Sorry to spoil your good story, but it's real, natural surroundings, not mountain river. Sorry, I know it's too detailed, but I need to correct it when I see it. Otherwise you'll be embarrassed later. You don't have much skill in this society. I need to let you know that as a duty of elderly. Aki looks sad.
なんやあっていきなり人をひどいダメ人間みたいに言うて。
I got a lot of that from my family. I wanted to pass it down to someone else.
うちきっとヘラの家族とは仲良くなれへん。
Don't. You will be. It's just my job being an asshole himself. Because he wants to. Because he wants to. We moved to the restaurant with the station. Aki's not saying much, but she starts talking as she gets drunk. people turn their head to see her because their Kansai dialect is unusual around here. I'm not drinking alcohol, so I'm sipping on oolong tea.
しかし髪の毛ずいぶんプリンになったな。
I guess it's turning our cheeks red with alcohol. I'm not doing anything since I came back.
そっか。ねえ、ヘラはなんで飲まへんの？うちだけ一人で飲んでたらなんかめっちゃ酒好きみたいやんか。
Yoink. She sits hitting my glass with her chopsticks. Who cares? You care about things like that?
そうでもないけど。
But you reached the age of drinking already? You were just a little kid when I met you. Wait, did you turn legal age of drinking?
平気平気。つい先月ちょうど20歳の誕生日迎えたところやん。
Huh. Wait, so we met you as a teenager? Oh yeah, she did look like a teenager now that I looked at the thumbnail. Your first appearance. I'm not sure if I can trust you with that. Oh well. How old were you when we first met in Okaka?
15。
Oh my god, you were that young? No wonder I'm getting old.
そうやで。ヘラもおっさんやで。
Yes, you're old, you fucking cranky old man. I could drink some gaggles. You were really, but you really made me surprised. Do you remember what you did?
うん。大体。
Aki is jolting, maybe she does remember. I think you grew up so much when I think back about that.
うん。ごめんな。
Aki becomes quiet again. You're acting so strange today. Do you have a stomachache?
そうやないけど。
Then what? You're so humble today.
うん。うん。あんな。
Uh-huh. She holds for a moment.
最近どんどんメンバーが辞めるとか言い出すやんか。それってやっぱりみんなうちのことが嫌なんかなって。
Because of you?
うん。せやからうちももっといい子にならんとあかんとは思うんやけど、どうしたらええかわからんくて。
What are you talking about? She's definitely worrying about something else. I know I shouldn't, but I just have to laugh. You still have that persecution complex thing? Do you still think you're less than everybody else, or you don't feel like you're worth living?
うん、普段はないけど、でもへこんでる時とかやっぱりそう考えてまう。あかんのは分かってんねんけど。
I see. Whatever you learned as a child is hard to let go, I hear. Maybe you need to keep working on it, but as far as I know, nobody left because of you. Our band is more popular now because of you, and we get new members thanks to you. Aki is still thinking. I'm sure people who don't know how she acts aggressively in the dressing rooms think this is really her. She becomes too naive since she can't keep the balance of too much confidence and sense of inferiority and self-consciousness. She doesn't know what to do with the energy she has. And are you still cutting your wrist? Aki shakes her head immediately.
せえへんせえへん、そういうのはもう治ったよ。それはもう大丈夫。あんな恥ずかしいこと今はできへん。
Good. Oh, good.
うん。昔はごめんね。たくさん心配かけて。
Don't bother at all. She is too humble today. I feel awkward from time to time. Hey, you're talking Kansai dialect, but is it Osaka dialect to be exact? Try to change the subject.
うん。
But your speech is mixed with different dialect? Somebody was talking about that.
それはうち子供の時いろんなとこに引っ越してたから。最近は東京弁が混ざってると思う。
She gets quiet. I think my plan just failed. What should I talk about? Then Aki turns to me.
ねえ、ヘラはほんまにバンドやめてしまうん？
She looks into my eyes. I can't answer her.
うち、ヘラにバンドやめられたら困る。知ってるやろ？
Yeah, kind of. And I guess she does really prioritize the band and performing with the other people that instead of getting a bigger opportunity after all.
うち、やめてほしくないな。
Aki mumbles, looking down. I haven't decided for sure yet.
そうなん？
Yeah, but it doesn't work out. Work if you act cute like that. You're not that type.
そんなんちゃうわ、アホ！
Don't call me a hoe. Then Aki complains like how she does finally. We drink a little more and I walk her back to the station before the last train leaves. I start thinking about her when I come back to my room. She called my cell phone 3 years ago when we were looking for a vocalist. We weren't able to find one through friends, so we put up flyers at the theater. She started talking about her name and experience without saying hi. I'm sure she's nervous, but it made me feel nervous to meet her. About time we're getting something about her as well, how she joined. She has more impact than on the phone when I actually met her. Yoink. She wouldn't say her age on the phone, but she was young. Too young. Maybe she was cutting her own hair. It was cropped unevenly. She was wearing long sleeves, even in the middle of summer. Her eyes were glaring and she was fidgeting, just sitting on a chair. She was definitely weird. Then I saw white bandages coming out from the cuff of her long sleeve shirt. I'm not an important person to judge a person or be picky, but she was making me worried. She had nice looks, but it may have been a cause of some minor problems. I'm not good enough punker to know the importance of keeping the peace, and if you think about it from punk point of view, she may be a goddess of our band. But I was certain to realize real punk is not suitable to play in a band in the first place. I didn't feel like inviting trouble into our band, and I kept talking to her thinking how I should put it to make her go home. Then, I had a deja vu about her. But I couldn't remember. It's so strange to forget a person like her. Then, I asked her.
やっと気がついてくれた。いつ言うかハラハラドキドキしてました。
Yoink. Aki laughs for the first time. I still remember her smile. It was a nice and sparkling kind of smile. After that, she started talking and acting more settled. She was extremely shy and she was so nervous at the time. I met her once before for sure. It was during a summer break when I was still in school in Osaka. Yes, she's the girl Kirari and I met, and Kirari gave her a ticket and her shoes. I felt strange, but it's not just a strange luck. Aki saw her band and liked it so much, she started going to shows here and there, and she ended up playing herself. Hey, the reason she came to Tokyo is because she remembered we're from Tokyo.
あのバンドがもうなくなったって聞いた時はびっくりしたけど、前島さんがまたバンドやってはるって名前だけは知っとったんです。
She saw our flyer and she called us in a flash. I felt strange. It felt like the scene from that summer, and this one is connected directly through Aki. I don't know what to think of this unsettling feeling.
そういうことならこれはうちで歌ってもらうしかないな。
Murakami decided by himself.
変ですか？
Aki looked at me. I wasn't going to say no now. I felt responsible for making her life change like that. I bowed my head to her to ask if she'd be our vocalist.
Yatta!
Aki jumped in joy. She looked down, being sorry the next moment. What?
うち謝らなあかんことがあるんです。
Aki looked up. What?
他の人が電話かけられへんようにお店の張り紙全部剥がしてしもた。その時他の張り紙も一緒に剥がれて。
Every single one? Uh-huh.
それで文句を言ったお店の人と大喧嘩しちゃったんです。うちめっちゃ引っかいて。多分あのお店もううちを入れてくれへんと思う。
The first thing we did was go apologize to the theater with Aki. Aki's performance wasn't bad at all. Her problematic character was getting better as time went by, although it was really bad at first.
なんか村上とかヘラはすごいな。うちが変なことしてもあんまり切れへん。
Yoink. I suppose people who surround her used to get mad and points their fingers at her, which made her accelerate her strange behaviors. Murakami and I are basically loose about that. She doesn't have to be itchy with us. I told us about her family once we become friends. She's been a problematic child ever since she can't remember. She feels embarrassed to sit at the desk with everybody else at school. She has problems with self-consciousness. She hasn't changed much in that area. She can't say hello and it makes people upset. But she feels too embarrassed to do that. That's why she never felt comfortable in school or regular life. She was doing it seriously, but it just went to a weird direction every time she tried. People called her names and hated her everywhere she went. It was an unthinkable reality for Aki as well. She used to think the world is an awful place and wondered why she had to be born. Then she stopped going to school and stayed home all the time. But then she felt guilty about being home all the time for her parents, so she couldn't stay home either. She ran away from home every time she felt she couldn't take it anymore. Of course, her parents got upset with her. They called her names. I get stressed out again.
うちはうちで精一杯考えてたつもりなんや。でも結果はこうやんか。もう本当にどこにも居場所がなくなって、もうどうしようもないって気分やった。
She felt nothing is working out right and she gave them all up. She was always so upset it made her do lots of bad things. We met her about that time. I remember her eyes were glaring with aggressiveness, but she was just a little girl when we met her in the neon of night. I thought she had something to be that way then, but I wasn't able to handle it like that. Kirari helped her then, but Aki thought it wasn't any of her business. She thought if she was to be saved like that, that something bad should have happened to her on her own responsibility. She didn't want to come to the show either. But she realized she was still wearing Kirari's shows. She ran away from the police. Yeah, she's wearing a couple of theaters on her feet and stuff. She ran away from the police. She said she thought she must return it back to Kirari. She didn't want to borrow anything from anybody. She didn't let that pride go.
あの時うちにはそれしかなかったし。
So she came to the theater?
今でもはっきり覚えてる。入り口のところで人が溜まっとって楽しそうにだべっとった。
Aki was feeling annoyed thinking they were living in different worlds. She came over herself and entered the theater to have some guy keep talking to her. She was simply feeling unpleasant. She just wanted to return to shoes and go home. Then something happened to the hall and the stuff started to move faster. I think it's the time that guy came out of the audience to oh yeah, the creep. Came out of the audience to get out in the stage, and then he jumps back into the audience. The stuff Aki was about to hand the shoes went back to the hall. Oh yeah, he pushed Kishwara, I believe. Kirari got mad. The fucking creep tried to run away, but Kirari went after him. She got into a fight with an audience member. Yeah, good times. The time Aki was about to hand the shoes went back to the hall, and she was left alone. Aki tried to leave the shoes at the counter, but since she hadn't explained anything, they would not go back to Kirari. So she waited until someone came back, but nobody was coming back. What happened inside? Aki decided to go into the hall, curious about what's going on inside. She entered inside, walking by a sweaty fat man who was being pulled out. The hall was noisy.
キラちゃん、誰と戦ってるの？もう大丈夫なのよ。
Kashiwara was calling from the stage. What is this? Is this what a show is? She walked thinking about what happened, and that's when she ran into Kirari. Kirari's clothes were trashed and she looked like she was just in a hurricane. Kirari and Aki's eyes met, and Kirari smiled to say thank you for coming, holding her hand tightly. Then they talked about something, but Aki was so shocked she just can't remember what they talked about. Then Kirari climbed back on the stage to restart the show. Aki was in shock to see the first show in her life.
キラリさんは鼻血出しながら歌うてるし、音はガンガンしてて頭が痛いばっかりで、どんな音やってるか聞こえへんし。それに合わせて客席の前の方ではみんな体動かしてて、うわー気色悪なんなんこれ。なんでこの人らこんな楽しそうに、こんな本気でこんな妙なことやってるんやろって。
When you say it like that, I'm just thinking, now who's the old man?
特に女装みたいなアホらしい格好しとるのに真顔で演奏しとる人とか、もうなんやねんって。
I think she's talking about me. Aki couldn't help stop laughing on the way home, thinking about the show. She couldn't remember when the last time she laughed like this was. Then Aki thought she wanted to do that too.
なんかね、つまんないことでくよくよしてるのがバカらしくなった。うちもああいうめちゃくちゃなことしてみんなを楽しい気持ちにさせたいと、そう思ったんや。
I'm not sure if she was praising us or making fun of us, but our pet made a huge impact in our life. Aki also said things like this.
子供の頃のうちほんまにひどかったんや。ヘラやキラリさんに出会わんであのまま成長してたら絶対ダメになってたと思う。あの時ライブに行ったからなんとか今日までやってこれて、こうして曲がりなりにも自分のバイト代で食べれて、人様にそんなに迷惑かけんで生きられとるんやと思う。
I felt really shy. Well, I'm glad you see that. Dressing as a girl wasn't wasted. I joked to her.
茶化すな。うち本気やねんで。
She said seriously. So this a fact that what we did that summer was the reason Aki is standing here today? I thought about the time when we later joined the band and felt responsible. I'm the only one who's still playing in the band. And that's why I feel it strongly. Aki should be going forward without concerning what I'm doing pretty soon. I think she has a talent and she has a chance of making it a solo. People come and go. I think it's hard to make a living depending on somebody else. But it's not like the person is going to vanish from the world. I need to help her to be able to live on herself without depending on anything. It's not just for Aki, but same thing goes for me too. I need to grow up. Kira. Alright, I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another episode real soon.